On this day 10 years ago, I started my YouTube channel, and I uploaded my very first video as well. That first video was awful. Not just because it was me running around doing literally nothing for a few minutes, but worse. I filmed vertically. However, give me some credit. I filmed this on a 4th generation iPod Touch. But the camera I had been using up until that point was the Kodak PlaySport ZX3. As a matter of fact, I still have it. Yes, you would hold it vertically, and yeah, I can understand why people mistook this for a phone, but it wasn't. It was a video camera. So, silly me had used his iPod in the same way I would have used that camera. But luckily, I learned fairly quickly what was wrong, and I only ever had that issue once. I didn't keep recording vertically like some sort of unholy freak of nature. Oh, also I did switch back to that Kodak camera because I realized the quality was way better and was easier to transfer to my computer. So, what did I do for the first while on my channel? Well, I tried being a plush tuber, of course. I was inspired by a certain now defunct channel, which, side note here, I had to save all the videos from being nuked from existence, so you're welcome by the way, everyone. But yeah, I guess we can't go over this channel's history without discussing SML at some point, huh? I know I said there wouldn't be any more SML videos, and, well, there still won't be. I guess consider this a sort of epilogue, which I'm only doing because this is my channel's 10-year anniversary video.
Ha! I knew he couldn't go long without talking about SML. Hey, bring back the SML reactions!
Wow, boy, yeah, isn't that crazy? It's almost like that took up several years worth of my channel's history, and I'm not going to have a 10-year anniversary special where there's a giant hole in said history. Okay, good, now that we're clear about that. Ugh. Jeez. But yeah, in case it wasn't obvious, I was heavily inspired by SML in these earlier videos. Some videos were borderline rip-offs of other SML videos. I mean, for crying out loud, I had a series titled Mario and Luigi's Stupid Adventures. But don't worry though guys, it's completely different from Stupid and Dumb Adventures, I swear. Though, I guess I kinda took that on as well now, huh? Also, nothing like going back to your old videos and remembering how incredibly high-pitched my voice was. Like, seriously, I never remembered it being that bad.
Hey everybody, this is Blue Dude.
So this went on for a while, but I'll show you guys some highlights. After a couple years, most of these videos barely racked up 100 views apiece if it was lucky. Most of the time, I'd get low double-digit view counts. At one point, I even thought about quitting, where I was upset knowing that very few people even watched them.
It's hard making videos, knowing that like 8 people watch them.
I know some people mention this for things such as my modern videos getting less views than videos about Funny Puppet Man, which we'll get to. But I still remember back when I would have been thrilled to get even 50 or 100 viewers. And I guess that stuck around a bit. Sure, I'd like more views, most people always will, but I'm not going to let that happen at the expense of my happiness in making them. But enough about that, let's get back on track. In June of 2014, I celebrated getting 15 whole subscribers. Yeah, okay, that seems a bit silly now, but I was really proud of that. Also, my editing was improving gradually, though at times I still didn't know what a PNG was compared to a JPEG.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
But you remember that 15 subscriber celebration? Well, that was about to change. On October 15th, 2014, my channel changed forever. Because that was the day I uploaded the Bowser Jr. 6th birthday review. Part 1. Yeah, in hindsight, I have no clue why this was 2 parts. I think part of it was how much I rambled, especially given the fact that most of the video was done in one take. Granted, I think going to actual footage of the video helped feel less like rambling, so it helped a bit there. It is kind of amusing how my standards changed though, but I won't get into that now. Also, part 2 introduced 60 FPS video, and I'm pretty sure it stayed that way for the rest of the channel for the most part. And that was supposed to be the only video review of anything from Logan, since I genuinely just didn't like that video. But, well, we'll get to that. Meanwhile, I had managed to get 35 subscribers. Again, doesn't sound like much, but my subscriber count had more than doubled in less than 6 months. Something that had taken me more than 2 years to accomplish took me a couple months later on, and I was proud of that. Ironically enough, I didn't do another SML review for a few months, but then Bowser Jr. Goes Bowling came out, and it was rather boring. So I decided that maybe I should keep the reviews up, even if only for a little while. And yeah, in case you couldn't tell, a little while turned into, just under 7 years. Yeah, I'm not going over every little thing that happened in this giant time period, such as the SML interview, the SML live streams, and so on, since we don't have time to go over everything. Besides, most everything beyond a certain point involving SML I made a video about at some point. However, as well as the highlights, we can go over this in a sort of Iceberg style, as well as general stuff about me and my channel. Yeah, that's right, you fools, you're in an Iceberg video now. Welcome to the Dabhdude Iceberg. This iceberg was made by Derf.
Sup, I'm Derf, the creator of the Iceberg. I'm here to voice some entries as well. So with that out of the way, let's dive in. Get it? 'Cause it's an iceberg?
Oh, brother, this guy's...
Name pronunciation. Okay, seriously, do I have to go over this again? You know what? No, I'm not saying how this is pronounced again. I've said this about 100 times. Just call me Dabhdude or Dabhdude or whatever. I mean, yeah, the shortened version is supposed to be Dub, not Dab, because, wow, it's almost like this was made before the Dab was a thing. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's move on. Chris Netherton. Chris is a voice actor for SML, playing characters such as Brooklyn Guy and Cody. Why is he on this iceberg? Well, because he was my favorite SML actor, and he seems like a really nice guy. Even though I'm never covering SML content again, just as a general thing, I'd really like to say hi to him because he seems cool. Gwynwyn tells someone to shut up. This was the first video that ever got 1 million views on my channel. It was a 4-second long video of Goodman telling someone to shut up from a behind the scenes SML vlog. While it was funny to see it get 1 million views, hopefully one day it'll be overtaken by a video I actually put effort into. I guess we'll come back in another 10 years or something to see if any other videos get that many views. Cheetah. Cheetah is my cat whom I love dearly because he's probably the nicest cat on the planet, and I certainly have no bias in any way there. But seriously, Cheetah is awesome.
Smear frames. By now I'm pretty sure we all know what these are, but for the 2 people who don't, here's a quick rundown. Basically, if a character, or really anything, is moving at a fast pace, you can pause and get a frame that's just really smeary. Thanks to this, we have amazing frames like this, and even stuff like this.
Rosalina.
Shit! It's the horny police!
LCJ. Lung Cancer Jeffy, also known as LCJ, is a counterpart to Jeffy who replaced the original in the Gmod series. LCJ has Gmod powers, which seem to work whenever the plot requires them to work, and he's less rock stupid compared to the original, and more incredibly lazy or simply doesn't care sometimes. Oh, and the lung cancer part. Because he has lung cancer from, I don't know, something. Funny Puppet Man / Super Mario Anorexic. Funny Puppet Man and Super Mario Anorexic are alternate names for SML, with the former being because Logan became known for a certain puppet character more than his actual plushes, and the latter because of how scrawny he is.
Course and Drax. A friend of Dub's and is by far the world's most handsome Canadian, makes top 10s, reactions, icebergs, and more. He's done other things like try beans on toast and got beaten 3-1 by Gomar in Smash Bros. I'd really recommend checking out his content since it's really well done for the most part.
Old York and I'm the Bacon. These are two jokes that made me laugh way too much when I heard them, because let's be honest, sometimes I can be easily amused. Mapdominus. Mapdominus is a creator of multiple types of content, but was best known for, you guessed it, SML content. Eventually, however, he ended up quitting SML content around the same time as me, which culminated in his very own, and very much canon, Super Mario Logan movie. Mapdominus is a good friend in his own right, and has been around for a while. Crustiness. Crustiness is the distant cousin of smear frames, but this time due to a low bitrate, or simply a camera with some sort of low light issue. Z-Dude. Z-Dude, otherwise known as Zeke, was the voice actor for Mama Luigi near the beginning of SML's channel. However, the most important bit as of now is that he's a great friend. Luigi Channel 50 is another friend of mine, we've done a couple collabs, and he's also on Modcast. He makes his own content, which in my opinion is rather underrated at times, which is why you should go watch his content should you get the chance. Seriously, go watch his content. Patreon shoutout. This was a Patreon shoutout I ordered from Logan's now defunct Patreon. However, my username was seemingly intentionally pronounced incorrectly as Dabhdude, which spawned that name as well. The old era of SML. I have no clue why this is here. Like, literally none. I can only guess it's my definition of the old era versus the classic era. Donald Duck ear rape. Donald Duck ear rape is yeah, that. Second cat. Cheetah is my second cat, but I assume this iceberg is referring to my now sadly deceased first cat. This one, whom I miss dearly. Yoshors. Yoshors is a horse from the Miitopia series.
Yoshors is an omnipotent deity. Only a fool would seek to come against I, Yoshors. Cross me and I shall eat your soul.
Okay, but seriously, Yoshors is the horse from the Miitopia series with giant legs because I thought it was funny, as well as being green with orange things, hence why he's called Yoshors. To quote one chat member, Yoshors is like if a Yoshi tried to get real but failed miserably. Also, never ask if Yoshors is a male or female. SML Reuploaded. SML Reuploaded is a channel I made to keep all of Logan's videos in one place and in high quality when Logan's channels were going to be taken down. In that regard, mission accomplished. Half-Life 1 Scientist. Again, because of my stupid sense of humor, I find the Half-Life 1 Scientist pain sounds, and voice lines in general actually, really funny, as well as funny to imitate. Me Bucko. Mr. Krabs says me bucko in SpongeBob, and I liked it, so that's Mr. Krabs' catchphrase now because I feel like it. WHD Livestream. WHD Livestreams was the channel I used to do live streams on, but I kind of stopped doing that in part because most people apparently wanted them here, at least at the time. Puddle of Pizza. Puddle of Pizza is another friend of mine whom I've done collabs with on a couple occasions. Yeah, that's it really. He's a decent friend, though admittedly we should probably talk more. Free food!
In the reaction to the Halloween heist, Joseph is dressed up as a cancer cell and says Halloween is the only time of year where he gets free food. For whatever reason, Dub decided to ear rape this, and next thing, it became a staple of the channel, at least for a little while.
Junior's First Grade Part 5 ending. Yeah, that's right, I came up with the Bowser Jr.'s First Grade Part 5 ending after Logan called me asking for help for a quick ending. Actually, I came up with most of the episodes since Logan needed a quick way to end the series. I suggested more, such as a chase scene, but it didn't quite pan out due to time. The whole thing didn't turn out quite how I imagined it, but it was okay enough. "You want a snake balloon," Screwball's famous catchphrase. Though, to be fair, I prefer "nah, nah, 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 nah." But that's just me. The catchphrase used to bother me, but not so much now, in part because Logan toned down its use by quite a bit. Tips videos. Tips videos was a series I used to make trying to help others improve their videos. Eventually, however, I started realizing I kept running into the same issues a lot, so instead the series concluded on a video about general tips for people just starting. I might resume the series eventually. Maybe. Mario/Chef PP torture porn. Derived from Squidward torture porn, which in and of itself was derived from torture porn as a whole, this was basically when, in a video, I'd noticed that Mario or Chef PP would get the brunt of the plot's wrath thrown at them, despite little to no wrongdoing on that character's part. You know the videos I'm thinking of. Opposing Force. Alright, Opposing Force, the best Half-Life game ever. Like, seriously, can you believe that this game gets better every time you play it? If you haven't played it, you need to, right now, old YTPs. Yeah, I made a couple YTPs several years ago before I realized I wasn't all that great at it. Second channel. Used solely for in case my first one goes down or something. S rank. The S rank is the rarest review score. It's a score that goes above and beyond a 10 out of 10. A metaphorical 11 out of 10. I don't remember the last video I gave this score, let alone any that really deserved it. Dongle Dude. Dongle Dude was a joke name for a joke shoutout from Logan. Yeah, that's it really. The Patreon. I have a Patreon where you can give me free money and get nothing in return. I mean, you don't have to donate if you don't want to, though. It'd be nice if you did, though.
Lifeless puppets. This one may seem condescending at first, but I'll explain regardless. In Super Mario anorexic videos, the puppets, well the good ones at least, will kinda just sit there in a scene without any emotion or just stay completely still in the background.
Dubette. Dubette! You get it? It's dub, but girl. But hey, as a wise man once said, even if Dub had a vagina, he'd still be boring. So, yeah. Dubette is basically my character, but a girl. That's about it. Truly, I'm the pinnacle of creativity. Cars Kachiga says the N-word.
Woo! I just said the fucking N-word, you fucking loser!
I found this meme funny, so I made my own voiced over version. Random Numbers. Random Numbers is another friend of mine and member of Modcast. Also, he made an Iceberg video on the Mario RPGs, which I highly recommend you watch.
Adding irony. This one's kind of interesting. If you search by most popular, you'll find a good chunk of videos at the top that don't have much effort put into them. However, videos that do have effort don't have many views the lower you go. But there are exceptions to this, like the Super Mario Anorexic Iceberg or Super Mario Anorexic 2018 problems. But more often than not, most of the viewed videos you'll see have barely any editing.
Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 is something, alright. Yep, it sure is a game. Okay, to be fair to Half-Life 2, I don't hate it, but, well, we'll save that for some other time, maybe. Eventually. On a more serious note, I've ragged on Half-Life 2 a bit in the past. While I still like the game, sometimes I question why people think it's OMG best Half-Life game ever. Especially when Opposing Force exists. Seriously, go play it right now. Iron Knight. Another friend of mine... Okay, you know what, this is getting a bit repetitive at this point. The Lake Behind Logan's House. SCP. The Lake Behind Logan's House. Description. SCP is an entity which can warp people between dimensions upon entry. Furthermore, this lake also features a bizarre anomalous effect, which, when approaching the lake bed, will cause people to become tied down to two posts and forced to eat lima beans. The reasoning for this is as of yet unknown. edited reactions. For some reason, people wanted me to do edited reactions, but I kinda sorta hated them, so I stopped doing them. Also, people would complain if I didn't get a reaction video out within 3 nanoseconds of the original coming out, so it also kinda made edited reactions a bit silly. WHG Livestreams 2 and 3. WHG Livestreams 2 and 3 were backup accounts of the original Livestreams account. Ugandan Chungus. Okay, I don't know why, but this one image for some reason sent me into a laughing fit on stream. And not like mild laughter either. Like, I had to stop the stream to catch my breath. Again, probably because I have a really stupid sense of humor. Redone videos. I decided for a short while to begin redone videos, where not only did I make the original review of Logan's content, but I'd also make a redone video later on and sort of demonstrate how I would have made the video better if given the opportunity. However, making plush videos is difficult to do on your own, so yeah, those didn't go very far. To be fair, I did like the ones I ended up making though. These videos basically acted like the precursor to the Gmod videos, which sort of carried the torch for it, you know, kinda. The last video that had the redone label attached to it was a Gmod video, so it's kind of fitting actually. SMG4 reactions and reviews. Yeah, I used to do SMG4 reactions and reviews for a little while there, but I quickly stopped them when I realized there wasn't much to say or be improved, nor did I have the same connection to the channel as a whole. That's the funny thing about Logan's content, as well as why I quit it. It was all done to help Logan, and the only way I was going to quit would have been either because I succeeded in my goal and there wouldn't be much left for me to say to improve, or because I thought Logan was basically a lost cause. Obviously, the latter happened. But I also did it because of the connection I had with Logan's channel and how much I wanted it to be good again. But with SMG4, it was fine enough as it was, and the connection just wasn't there. Making videos since 16. I've been making videos since 13. Even longer if we were to talk about my pre-YouTube days. But for the stuff most people know about, yeah, 16 is pretty close. Mini reviews. This must be referring to the batch reviews, because otherwise I sure don't remember it. The batch reviews appeared towards the end of when I was doing SML content because I didn't have enough to say about each video anymore. Jack. Jack was a name I gave Brooklyn Guy before he had a truly official name, so I called him Jack as in Jack of all trades, since he seemed to have nearly every job imaginable. Logan's mod. Yeah, Logan was a mod on my channel, albeit for no other real reason than to differentiate him from all the fake ones that would show up. The website. Yeah, I have a website. It looks like it came out in the 90s, but it does its job well enough. Mouthser and Bosswer. Mouthser is from Bowser Jr.'s summer school, where, due to how smeary the frames are, Bowser morphs into what looks like just his mouth. Bosswer is the name of a misspelled version of Bowser from an old Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures episode. He has since morphed into a low-quality version of Bowser, where his body looks like it was from a relatively high-quality render, but his head is from a much lower-quality render. Isaac. Isaac is something, alright. Sometimes he's okay, while other times... Okay, look, I have no clue what's up with him sometimes. I know he used to be an artist, but now I have no idea what goes on inside his head anymore. Name origin. I kinda already covered this at the beginning, so I'm not going over it again. Shoutout Saturdays. A long since defunct series where I would give a shoutout to someone. I've mulled over bringing it back, but even just the naming needs work. Shoutout Saturdays implies there will be one shoutout every Saturday, which... no, that's not happening.
Super Toad Logan. Despite this one looking like it'd be related to Super Mario Anorexic, it actually doesn't involve that. No, it's actually a viewer by that name who would sometimes donate $20, $50, $100, and even $200. According to their chat messages, apparently they've had inheritance at 13. Which explains why they donated so much. Other than that though, there's nothing else really known about them.
Turkey Tom. Apparently I talked to Turkey Tom one time. I personally don't remember it, but hi, I guess. Monkey jokes. If I say any of them, this video is going to lose ads. I think you know what the joke is. Isaac seems to really like them in particular. Jeffy Cop. Oh god. You know what? Just play the clip.
Go to New York City, I go to Super Bowl, I ask all these fans, and I'm like, who's your favorite character? They say Jeff. I never hear Junior, I never hear Black Yoshi, I never hear anything.
Brooklyn guy.
So, I met a fan. We were filming the Super Mario Logan movie down in at the beach, and Pablo had Brooklyn guy on his tan, and a fan came and said, ooh, that's Jeffy Cop. He didn't even know what his fucking name was. He called him Jeffy Cop.
Oh my god.
Logan's mess fetish. Primarily in the Junior and Jeffy eras of Super Mario Anorexic, Logan would just make giant messes for no real reason, like in Chef Poo Poo's Kitchen Disaster or in Chef Pee Pee the Babysitter. I seriously have no idea why Logan enjoyed making big messes in his videos, but okay.
Adrian is dead inside. It's Adrian, and I've talked to him something like, I don't know, twice. Fanfics and creepypastas. Why? No, we're not doing a funny bit for this one. Just actually, why? Plush videos hiatus. Yeah, plush videos have been on and off hiatus for a while, since it's actually rather difficult to make plush videos on your own and keep them somewhat quality. But believe it or not, I'd rather have them higher quality but not make them often than low quality but upload them all the time.
Goodman tells someone to shut up clones. If you look up Goodman tells someone to shut up, you usually just click on the first or second video and move on. However, if you scroll past those first few videos, you'll find a ton of videos that are just the exact same as the original video in much lower quality. Hell, sometimes they don't even try to hide the fact that they're just re-uploads, like with filming with a camera and already being able to see it's just the original video.
Lost reviews. Yeah, there are some lost reviews. But don't look at me though, I don't even remember which ones though. Reddit memes. What? What? I have no clue.
Mass stream dislikes. Before YouTube sent the dislike count to the Shadow Realm, RIP dislikes, streams would get dislike bombed for months on end. And all because other certain people think they would get something out of dislike bombing dub streams for whatever reason I can't even comprehend for.
Oh, this one is fun. Because some people didn't like that I stopped SML content and or did too many live streams for their liking. For a while, there was a spam disliking thing going on with my live streams. Though, honestly, it was probably the same couple people on a bunch of alts. Game Night 7 reaction. Yeah, I still hate this one. I thought that Game Night 7 would be another generic Game Night video, and clearly I was wrong about that. Scrapped modcast episodes. For various reasons, a few modcast episodes have been scrapped. I might get into it more some other time, but for right now that's all I will say about it.
Yoshars can trick the human subconscious. The Hospital Edition stream of Miitopia holds a secret. At the 10-minute mark, a cutscene plays. In it, we see Yoshars stand up and start talking to a Mii. Yoshars lures the Mii into a nap. Then the Mii wakes up relieved that it was only a dream. But then, something strange happens. Yoshars looks over to the Mii, and in a way, it looks like she's laughing at the Mii. Does Yoshars know something that the rest of the team doesn't?
SML's 2017 Problems 4. This was supposed to be a quasi-sequel series to SML's 2017 Problems that just kinda never finished. Probably for the best though, since looking back it was probably a bit much. Alleged subbots. So some idiots who don't know how the YouTube analytics work thought I was subbotting because I would get subscriber increases in batches of 100. Except haha, oh wait, YouTube changed its reporting data a while back because apparently having specific subscriber counts is bad for creator health or something. Hey guys, if I really wanted to subbot, I would have done it back when I had less than 50 subscribers or something. Not now. 8 and 12 hour streams. This either refers to a request to do one long stream at some point, or that time I accidentally forgot to click end stream on one of my live streams, so it ended up looping the last minute or so for several hours. Bloodclot Yoshi. Bloodclot Yoshi is a Yoshi from the Gmod streams that has been colored red and has a giant head for some reason. Modcast episode 6 was terrible. Logan's F off comment. I don't remember this actually. Black screen rank. A black screen rank is when a video is so bad it goes below a color red rating. I think I only gave this rating once or twice ever. Arabic website. I have absolutely no idea what this is. Again. Various drama. So this was originally several separate entries, but it was decided that it would be better to combine everything into one entry for this. So yeah, I've had drama or whatever you'd like to call it with plenty of others before. My fair share of arguments, usually over something revolving around my content or my opinion on Logan's. I'm going to be honest, quite a bit of it I don't remember, and the stuff I do remember I don't care to remember since it was really stupid.
What's going on? Something stupid, I'm sure.
Third cat. I had a third cat who is now unfortunately dead. I don't have many images of her unfortunately. She is the first cat to die, and I only started obsessively taking pictures of my cats in part because of that event. SML dub jokes. Ah yes, I remember this one in particular, the I cry for attention joke Logan made way back when. I still have no clue why I did it aside from being petty.
One free ear rape. In the reaction to Jeffy's punishment, Mario and Chef Pee-Pee are clipping the mic in one scene, but Dub was going to do some mic clipping himself, but then he decided to save it for a quote, very special occasion. According to him, it will be the loudest ear rape he will ever do. However, we never know when it will happen, or ever for that matter.
Jeffy's Diet Elsa Gates. This is what I called videos like Pregnant Jeffy or Jeffy's New Year's Resolution, which, while not Elsa Gate, sort of bordered on it. Unreleased videos. There are way too many of these, honestly. Some of them are things I'm still working on, and some of them are things you'll probably never see. Suicidal streams. Okay, I literally have no clue what this is about. The only thing about this though is that Luigi Channel 50 says he remembers seeing a stream like that, but I genuinely don't remember anything like that. I'd call it a hoax if it wasn't coming from Luigi Channel, so yeah, I have no idea.
The Chris Drought. During the spring and summer of 2020, Chris from Super Mario Anorexic stopped appearing in videos due to the cough cough. Because of this, many of the videos throughout this time were pretty mediocre or bad, with a few exceptions. In the latter half of August though, Chris had finally returned. However, in November of the same year, Chris had to leave again due to the crew getting the cough cough apart from Chris himself. Thankfully, the second drought only lasted a couple of weeks. But despite that, it wasn't without its men bad videos. But ever since the second drought ended, things have never felt the same, and they never will be.
Mario & Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventure Season 3. Mario & Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventure Season 3 was left on an indefinite to be continued on Logan's channel. When Logan mentioned he had to delete his channels and that there would be no more plush videos, what incredibly small hope there was of Mario & Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventure Season 3 being finished was gone at that point. So I opted to just sort of finish it myself by making a final episode that fixed all the problems Season 3 caused. I'd like to think I did a good job. The human puppets.
These puppets are just a permanent reminder just to show how far Logan has fallen and to never end up like him. It's sad to see these disgusting puppets are just here, presumably forever. Even if the plushes were to come back, his content is just terrible now, and there's a 0% chance it'll be anything like from the classic or even junior eras. And to think this all could have been prevented if he just listened to criticism.
Well, the iceberg is done. But regardless of all of that, I want to thank all of you for a lot, really. I understand not all of you will be sticking around, and that's okay. I'm just happy with how far my channel has come in the past 10 years, and I'm hoping people will enjoy what I have planned for the future. I know this has been said by many YouTubers, but I wouldn't have expected all of this 10 years ago. So, whether you've been around for only a little while, or since the very beginning, thank you all very much. And, as always, thank you all for watching, and take care.